Harbor on the Great Lakes, Center Island, Ontario, Canada. My dearest Franklin, I just arrived in Toronto last night. The poutine is delicious. Wish you were here. Deepest regards, your friend, Ozzy Yost. P.S. Wilda got some news from the doctor last week, and it wasn't good. Paige?
Oh, hey, Oz.
Is my paycheck in yet?
Just almost and done. I have it here somewhere. Ah, here it is. And don't forget to fill out your 3021 form and get it back to me. And what do we have here? Okay, we'll try to squeeze her in tomorrow.
Oh, another amazing column for Protection Kansas's very own Judy Bloom. Have you ever heard of a computer? Give me a break.
Did you get my message?
Yeah, I did, but I need some more time.
Sure. But I've been looking at other places, so let me know as soon as you can.
Some people didn't like your column last week. Not me, but some people. Some people thought it was stupid.
So, we'll see ya.
The news came in to a Halifax reporter.
I want to read more stuff besides just junior high and high school sports.
I really do like your sports coverage. I'd like to see a little bit more of your sport, more sports in it.
I want less sports.
I like football, volleyball, basketball.
Is our picture in the paper this week?
Just sports. That's all there is to it. Can we have anything else in the paper?
Just not thick enough to hit my dog with.
Last week's column was wonderful. How did you come up with all those interesting characters?
As We Float Along by Ozzy Yost.
See if there was any news to make out of this.
Sometimes it's raging, and sometimes it slows to a lullaby drift.
All that I found was some dust and some pollen.
A splinter, broken from the limb, we plunge into the rushing highway, woke from a deep sleep fallen upon man, towards the world. With purposeful hands, the current guides us this way, or that way. We struggle, twisting and turning, dunking and diving. But despite our tantrums, we float towards our destiny, our rushing destiny. And secretly, we trust it.
Shipwreck resolved 2 weeks ago. Casualty made, no damage discovered. Boy on the coast of Nova Scotia.
I saw Eileen today.
Oh, and how did she look?
She wasn't using her walker, which was surprising. She told me to tell you hello.
What about Bob and Alexa?
The for sale sign was still up.
Selling the family home. What a shame. People used to stay put, but I guess not anymore.
How's it going, pal?
You gotta take the knife and your clean wet cloth and you draw the cutting edge across the cloth very carefully so you don't cut your fingers off until the blade comes back clean. Then you put your knife away, go about your business. How's your grandma doing, by the way?
She slept all morning, but we had a nice lunch today.
That COPD is just murder on you. You get to read somebody sitting on your chest, jumping up and down, trying to break rocks, and you can't breathe, and it just takes so much out of you.
Temple of the Emerald Buddha, Bangkok, Thailand. My dearest Franklin, having a wonderful time. Yesterday I had durian and a plate of deep fried grasshoppers. They were delicious. Wish you were here. Deepest regards, your friend Ozzy Yost. P.S. I think I might have sold the house. Hi, I got this letter today.
Yeah, it looks like your registration date is next week.
I don't understand.
What don't you understand, Miss Yost?
Well, when do I start?
Well, the semester starts in September.
And what do I pay?
Well, it looks like your tuition, housing allowance, and books are all covered by your scholarship.
I thought there might have been a mistake. Gone?
Gone.
Forever?
Forever.
Wow.
Yep. Ran off with the mayor's brother's daughter in the middle of the night.
She's a bitch.
I guess technically that would be the mayor's niece. So, it looks like we have a vacancy at the reporter's desk. What do you say?
Really?
Well, you never mentioned it, but I figured you wanted a job in news.
The Third Chair by Ozzy Yost. I don't remember much about my mother. She passed away when I was a kid. I remember her reading bedtime stories to me. One of my favorites was the story of the Three Bears. A young girl searching for the perfect chair, a comfortable bed, and the yummiest porridge. Like Goldilocks, we move from chair to chair and bowl to bowl, looking for what's perfect. But when do we know when we found it? Are we lingering in the middle chair because it's the right one? Or because we're afraid the next chair might be less of a fit?
When were you going to tell me?
They only accept maybe 20 a year. I didn't think I had a chance. Frank said I should. And I didn't want to upset you.
I never wanted you to leave. And I knew someday you would go. I know it hasn't been easy. I'm a burden. I know that. But without you, I don't have anyone.
I guess it could wait. I love you so much.
I love you too. Thank you.
When it comes to heartbreaking, I've done.
Down some old day, maybe your troubles be like mine.
So we'll just go with the plan?
Down some old day,
She was a sweet woman when she wanted to be.
why, man, you will always be.
Feel real sorry for your loss. Grandmother Wilda was a sweet gal. Everybody knew her here in town. I can remember when I was little, or not that little, when I was in high school, she used to always host the after prom party at her house. We all went over there and had a great time.
Did I ever tell you about the time that she helped me when I had a flat tire on the side of the highway? She was so strong for an old lady.
Wilda was really a special woman. She was a great cook and knew an awful lot about wheat farming.
So, how are you holding up? That's understandable.
If there ever was a woman who so personified strength, love, and caring, it was Wilda Krebs Yost. She opened her heart and her home to 3 generations: children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. She wanted to heal their troubled souls, even perhaps when they were beyond redemption. In the Bible it says, "In your ears you shall hear a word behind you when you turn to the right and when you turn to the left, saying, 'This is the way, walk in it.'" Wilda Yost was a woman who trusted God, and when He spoke, she listened. Amen.
Oh, I'll twine with my mingles and wave in black hair, with the roses so red and the
Palmer College, Boston, Massachusetts. My dearest Ozzy. Sorry I haven't written. I was on a bike trip with friends. Have you heard back about the scholarship? Professor DeCorso said he wrote you a nice letter of recommendation. Remember when you said a year wouldn't be that long? I think about that a lot. And I think about you a lot. Tell Wilda I say hello and give her my best. Franklin.
Somewhere Between Freedom and Protection by Ozzy Yost. Most of us walk slowly down our well-worn paths because they are comfortable, familiar. My path passes under a majestic cottonwood tree, up a paint-chipped wheelchair ramp to a creaky screen door. It cuts deep into family earth. But what's beyond it? I've been burdened with the gift of choice, and I've made one. Maybe I'll fail, but I'm too scared to do nothing. The other day, I heard someone say, "In your ears you shall hear a word behind you, when you turn to the right and when you turn to the left, saying, 'This is the way, walk in it.'"
Worry about nothing, just do as you please. You ain't gotta thank me or laugh at my jokes. Sit deep, come often, you're one of the folks. You're one of the folks. Oh no no, oh no no, oh no, oh no.